Well, we're going to talk about something I don't usually talk about on this channel, and that's Pokemon. Two big stories. One, that after 26 years, they're finally retiring Ash Ketchum and Pikachu. I mean, why was he around for 26 years? How long does it take to become... Also, why is he still a teenager after 26 years? But whatever. They retired the characters. I would suspect that he'll be back real fast because, well, these are the two that make money for that show. But this isn't the main topic. Just wanted to include it in there because, well, it's a Pokemon video. So if you didn't know this, and I don't know why you wouldn't, there's a gigantic card game where tournaments are held, and it's themed after Pokemon. There's Pokemon cards. Some of them are worth a lot of money, actually, particularly that Charizard first edition in good condition is worth boatloads of money. But people still play this game after so many years. It's a very popular game, too, by the way. I don't want to downplay that. It's massively popular. However, at one of these tournaments, there appears to have been a little bit of a problem because one of the teenagers that played the game laughed when asked what his pronouns were. One Pokemon tournament judge claimed that the teenager laughed, and that made them feel unsafe and uncomfortable. A grown adult, I would assume a grown adult was the judge, felt unsafe because a teenager laughed at the stupid pronoun question. People are ridiculous. So this kid ended up crying because he got kicked out because some broken adult who can't handle reactions from teenagers, and you think they would since a bunch of kids play this game usually. You deal with kids all the time. Got sad and kicked one out to validate themselves. So this is a little ridiculous, kind of some bullshit, to be honest. This person should not be a judge and should be kicked out for ruining the good time of a teenager, which is what this should be about anyway. It's good that kids do shit like this because it keeps them out of trouble. But no, we need to validate the person who needs to feel special 24/7 that's just sitting there judging. It's disgusting. This is a real thing that happened. The story right here, according to Tran's account on social media, he appeared to have made the judge of the 6th round uncomfortable. No. After giving an awkward laugh upon being asked his pronouns. On our way over to the stream area, the judge asked us for our preferred pronouns. I said, he or him or, and I paused, trying to think of the third pronoun. The third pronoun being his. As I just stood there, looking stupid, trying to think of it, I felt embarrassed because I was failing to think of a simple word. Due to the nerves and me being embarrassed, I let out a little laugh, just a normal, nervous laugh. My response together ended up being, he or him or, his. Now it was taken out of context or mistakenly seen as an insult. Who cares? I mean, you look at the person, hold it, that's a guy. But no, we have to ask everybody obvious things now because one person is uncomfortable. The story continues. Little laugh at the end was because I was trying not to be awkward because I was just stating the exact thing Alex had just stated, and it was kind of silly to me in that scenario. This is silly. Why do you need to do that for a bunch of people playing a card game? So the judge responded, okay, just wanted to be safe. I go by they, them, so don't be a jerk about it. You already know there's a problem. already know there's a problem there. So I probably would have just laughed too then. I mean, what are you going to do? You're already screwed. Because what's the first thing this judge did? Ran to multiple people to get that person thrown out. Oh, I'm not going to just talk to you like an adult and try to fix things and maybe have a conversation with you. Instead, I'm just going to get you kicked out because I'm vindictive. After the encounter, Tran was confronted by the judge prior to a game who asked him exactly what he had said to the previous judge. Tran explained the situation, admitting that he laughed because he was nervous, leading the judge to escort him off of the game. Like, why even ask then? He's probably going over there. Listen, this is what I really want to say. This person is extremely sensitive, not really an adult, doesn't know how to interact with people or handle any kind of confrontation or uncomfortable situation, so we have to kick you out so that this person feels validated. Sorry about the money you spent to travel here, by the way, which was like $2,000. Right, the GoFundMe for the travel expenses. Sorry about that, but you've got to go because this adult child is upset. There's a lot of adult children out there in the world today. Wait if we actually go, like the way that the financial situation is in our country, like it's kind of looking like we are going to hit a hard recession, maybe even a depression. These adult children running around about to have a real bad day. So he described the situation. This is where it really escalated. The head judge tells me that he was sorry and that it sucked that I was being disqualified due to Pokemon's policy. At this point, I am on the verge of tears, but I tried my best to keep my composure. I just couldn't understand what was happening. Was the judge just not listening to anything I had just told him? Was he trying to look at my side of the story at all? No. Because it's all about the adult child. Everything revolves around the adult child. Everything needs to validate the adult child. Everything needs to make the adult child feel special. The adult child needs to be the center of the attention. The adult child needs to be the most important thing in the world. Any problem that the adult child is having, if you don't fix it, they'll just try to destroy your life and maybe even hit you with a bike lock. The amount of frustration I felt and still feel is just insane. I have never been treated so unbelievably unfairly and had such an opportunity just taken from me for something I didn't even do. The judge said that while he believed that I had no bad intentions, it didn't matter. This is ridiculous to me. I was very sympathetic for the judge, and I had upset and never meant to upset them or anyone. And all the head judge cared about was that someone was upset, and I caused it. I told him that I was also upset, and that just ruined my entire trip, and I wouldn't get over this for a long time. Yeah, that your feelings doesn't matter. What matters is the feelings of the adult child. The adult child comes first in our society. So this is bullshit. Should have let the kid kept playing the game. Instead, a kid's experience was ruined because an adult child was very upset over an interaction with a legit child. And because of that, this kid got thrown out of some fun card tournament so that some weirdo could feel validated. We live in a backwards society. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed, hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble, my locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my locals.